Hello, lovely to see you all. Today we're going to talk about face washes. They're making a resurgence. Now the reason we're going to do the face washer because basically it's similar to the pattern we talked about before, which was the triangle scarf and the half triangle. Now this one is you start with one stitch and you're going to increase for the start of every row. Instead of just every second row like the scarf I'm wearing, this one, as you come up the sides, you're going to knit a stitch and then knit twice into the next stitch, knit to the end. Then when you come back again, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to knit a stitch, knit twice into the next stitch and knit to the end. Repeat that, so you're increasing at the start of every row. And on this one, I ended up getting 42 stitches at the middle point, and then we start decreasing. How simple is that? So we're going to knit one, knit two together, knit to the end. Next row, knit one, knit two together, knit to the end. And you keep repeating until you end up with one stitch and you cast off. So you start with one stitch, you finish with one stitch. You can make this any size you want. You can make a smaller face washer, which then I use to carry around with sanitizer, because you know how we're all doing the sanitizer thing now. So the one I like to just carry around the sanitizer in a little plastic container, and you don't need it very big. Whew, smell the alcohol. So if you've got any sanitizer that you can just buy already made, perfect. With me, I couldn't get my hands on any, so I actually had a little bit of rubbing alcohol, and I tried putting the aloe vera with it and the tea tree oil and a little bit of lavender, but I've actually reduced it to just being the alcohol and lavender. And even though that's going to dry my hands a little bit, hey, I've got old hands anyway, doesn't really matter, old is old. So with that I decided just to go with the alcohol and a dash of lavender, because the lavender makes it smell a bit better. The alcohol does the job of sanitizing. And I found the aloe vera, when I was mixing it with the alcohol, started to coagulate. And I really didn't care for that. So now I use the sanitizer on everything. In the shop we wipe down everything with that, and wiping my hands, wiping door handles, all a lot with that. But then after I've done that, I then just put some hand cream on. I figured that's probably better, a better outcome. Now the face washer, I would get, if I use the 42 stitches, I'd only get 2 face washers if I end up at that midpoint, being 42 stitches. I'd probably get 2 and a bit. So if you reduced it to maybe 36, you'll probably get 3 out of one ball, 150 gram ball. I've used just cotton. This one is the Cottonwood Organic, but I use cotton cashmere a lot too. It actually really washes surprisingly in the washing machine, even on the hot cycle. Throw them in the dryer, they bounce back, they're terrific. So these are great for sanitizers, and you're helping the environment to some extent because you're not throwing the actual cloth away. You can keep it, wash it, reuse it, put more sanitizer, but so long as if the alcohol's still in there, if it's still damp, it's still doing its job of sanitizing, so you get quite a few wipes out of the one thing. A bigger version, you can actually make a blanket using the same pattern, just increasing at the start of every row and then decreasing as you come back. This is a large one that we've got, and it's been hanging on a hook, and unfortunately got a bit of a bulge there, so kind of looks like I'm happy to see you. Sorry, hope you're not offended. So once again, it becomes quite a big blanket. This one used, I think, 7 balls, but you can use it to make any size you want. Wish I didn't have that hook, that lumpy bit there. Anyway, this one's a nice simple blanket for a beginner. Same as the face washers are an excellent one for a beginner. I like the face washers because if someone's just new to knitting, they don't have to knit for very long and they've got something. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that little display. Stay well. We're thinking of you. Bye.